Hello, I'm Simon. Welcome back to a decidedly chilly workshop. It's actually snowing outside, which is pretty unusual for the part of England that I live in. Now today I just want to share with you an accessory I got for my lathe, which I've never seen a video review for on YouTube, so I thought it might be of interest to you and to anyone who's looking to add this accessory to their lathe. Let's get tinkering. Now, as I've already mentioned, it's very cold in the workshop today, so this is going to be a quick video. So this is a wood tool rest with drive centre for a metalworking mini lathe. So if you don't have a wood lathe but you still want to hold the wooden chisels like I did in my video last week, then you need a tool rest to put them on. And this tries to solve that problem if you've got a small metalworking mini lathe. Now this is designed for a mini lathe with a swing of 7 inches, which means that the diameter of the thing that you can turn is a maximum of 7 inches. My lathe's 8 inches and it works fine with that as well, so I think there's a small range of lathes that it will probably work on. You're not going to be able to actually turn anything that sort of size on your lathe using this tool rest, because the tool rest itself will limit the maximum diameter that you'd be able to turn. Now, I bought this accessory from a company called arceUrotrade.co.uk. They make tools and accessories for mini lathes. In fact, I'm not sure they actually make them. I think they just distribute them as a retailer. If you want to find this in your region, then search for C3 wood tool rest with centre, and that will get you this device or something very similar. So inside the box you get a drive centre. So this pushes into the wood, and this is an MT3 taper, and this MT3 taper would go into the drive of your mini lathe. Now my mini lathe's got an extra wide bore, but my mini lathe came with a Morse taper 3 to Morse taper 5 adapter, so that you can put that in there and then you can attach your wood to this drive centre. I've not used the drive centre, so I don't know how good it is, but it does come with one. The bit that I was most interested in was this piece here. Connects where you'd normally put your tool on your lathe, and then it's got a tool rest for your wooden tools which goes in there like that, and you can adjust its height and then tighten this nut up with an Allen key. It didn't come with the Allen key. I'll show you what this looks like actually on the lathe. Now, something to be aware of is this piece here is shorter than my 4-way tool holder would normally accept, so it's only connected with 2 of the bolts, and for small dowels like this you're going to need to put it towards the front or you run out of space. You know, that's all the way forwards, you run out of space in that direction. For wider pieces it does mean that you could move it across to the back too and give yourself another inch of space, and obviously you can move the whole thing out using the tool rest, and obviously you can move this in. You just need to be careful you don't hit the chuck, but you can move this in as well. Now, as a tool rest you've got a reasonable amount of space along here. It's just over 5 inches, 5 1/8 of an inch, or 130 millimeters. There's a reasonable amount of adjustment in height, so you could use it on smaller lathes than mine. You can see this is a couple of inches lower. Probably use it on a much smaller lathe, and you could probably use it at its full height on maybe a lathe with a 10-inch swing. Whilst this appears to be blackened steel, this here is just painted. I think it's a cast iron piece that's painted, and it's already chipping. I've only used it once. The bolts holding it in place mark the surface quite easily, and there's quite a lot of chips. Finally, it looks like the tool rest itself is held to this post using a split pin. Just here you might be able to see that there's a lip, and this is supposed to sit on the lip, and then the split pin is supposed to then hold it all in place. And what you can see here is that actually it rocks on that split pin, because the hole for the split pin needed to in this piece needed to be about 0.5 millimeter, maybe 1/4 millimeter lower down, so that this was tight against this flange. And because it's not tight against the flange, there is a little bit of movement. I will at some point try and work out how I can rectify that. So that's something to be aware of. Overall, you will have seen me in my previous video using this quite successfully given that I'm a complete novice when it comes to wood turning and metal turning, to create some handles for my files. So overall this does have a few flaws, but for £66, or to put it in other terms, a Christmas turkey from your butcher's or 10 pints of beer, then I don't think it's particularly bad value for money, especially considering it comes with a MT3 drive centre as well. The problems that it has, I think, are rectifiable, and it'll give me something to do in the workshop, tinkering this to make it into a better tool. I think fundamentally it's got most of the things you need, but they could be refined a little bit more. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to see me using this in anger, then have a look here at my video from last week where I made some chisels. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave me a thumbs up. Got any questions or comments about this or any of my other videos, then leave them below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.